Alright, that should be enough time. Here we go. Yeti. The last pug destroyer also. The last pug destroyer. Okay. Very, very big pug destroyer. He drops in 6-man, bopay and accessories and stingers. And 4-man, or I don't know if he drops stingers in 6-man. I'm not sure. Check with people that play free-to-play version. And in 4-man, he drops accessory, which is a hat, an outfit, hat, and the weapons. Okay. My destroyer is very geared. That's why I can do these showcases easily. The outfit's just a hat. It's only a hat. It's only a stupid Putin guard hat. And yeah, this drops skill books. Yes. It drops skill books only in 4-mans. Only in 4-mans. I don't have a friend to party, or I would do 4-man solo instead. But then again, I can't show you attack patterns then. Hey, what the fuck? Why is Ray online? Kappa. Whatever. Alright, Yeti. These annoying mushrooms, hey guys. Best mushrooms. You get pulled by them, these rolling ice balls will literally kill you. They hurt. They can hit you once or twice. Sometimes they're buggy and they hit you twice and you're insta-rip. Down the corridor constantly. There's Yetis. There's mushrooms that'll pull you, 3 of them. And there's these comical balls of ice that come and try to flatten you. Now if you're a Force Master, you want to spec your barrier to follow you, and you can just run right up there, right through it. If you're a destroyer, or if you're anyone with double charges, you can just charge onto the second. Use an immunity. I messed up the immunity. You can use immunities, and you want to kill the statue. Once you kill the statue, everything stops. The mushrooms despawn, the Yetis despawn, no more ice balls. Yeah. Now this room, there's an achievement in this room. Everybody's gonna be like going crazy in this room. That middle guy is the guy you have to kill to open the door. The door is locked. If you go too close to his stand, he spawns icicles, and they knock you back and down. Every single one of those ice blocks that he's throwing at you will knock you down. I'll get hit by one. Look, you'll see. This will knock you down. So normally you want to throw snowballs at it. You throw enough snowballs at it. You throw enough snowballs at it, it'll fall down, obviously. Now the other way is to have all of your members go out this door and wait here. And the one person that actually knows how to do this, will go and get him down. Preferably a LBM or a destroyer. Hug this wall, make him walk down. Hey man, he can walk down. Just keep going round and round. Then you can stun him and he's useless, and you can kill him. And voila, this guy will drop 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the bolt pay. You cannot run up the pillar. You cannot run up. No. You'll get stuck like this. It's really dumb. There are other combos. There are other combos. Okay, basically, if you hug him down this way, okay. As soon as you walk into this room, he will aggro onto you and he'll lock onto you in this direction. If you go fast enough and you go around this corner, he says, oh, I can't hit you, but then I'm too close. So he tries to melee you, so he falls off, quote unquote. He falls off his cliff, his little tent up there, and he'll cycle around. He'll like float in midair up here. And if you keep making him, if you use this center as the line of sight, he'll eventually walk himself off the icicle. You can bug up there too. You can also do sin stuff to him. Easiest way is to have somebody like what I just did, make him walk down. 2, you can have an FM stun him and have an LBM force grab him. 3, you can have an FM stun him and a sin can steel wire him down. There's a lot of combinations. You can't run up. You can glitch onto him. You can glitch onto him in a very specific angle. You can use your 1 jump onto him, so you get your stun, and 2, and then you grab and you SS off the cliff. You can't run up the wall. There is nowhere here that you can run up the wall. If you see on your screen a party member that's trying to go up the wall like that, it quote unquote looks like he's running up the pillar, but you are not. He is glitching up like this. This will look like I'm running up the pillar to my other teammates, but I'm not running up. I'm getting into a glitch spot, and then I use a double stun or double down, and I grab him off. Yeah, the sin pull used to work. I don't think it works anymore. The only ones that work are literal grabs, so a destroyer or an LBM. This is like the one time that an LBM is useful. Make use of it, guys. Now, in the first corridor, it was right side mushroom first, then left side, then right side. Second corridor, it is left side, then right side. So if anyone runs and hugs the left side, you're gonna aggro that right away. You want to wait until there's no balls and hug the right side, jump, use immunities, and get across. Once you hit that totem, everything dies. Everything despawns, everything dies. Now for regular parties, you probably want to kill this. And now here is where sins are very, very strong. Sins can solo kill that. It's that mob with the mohawk. The big one that's patrolling right now. Mohawk with the shield on his back. That's the one you have to kill to open the door that's up here. To open the door that is up there. Sins can solo kill it. You can also pull him solo up the ramp. So I'm gonna show how to pull him up the ramp. Okay, you want him in this general area right now where he is. Where he is fine. You want to hit him, make him jump, then SS. Everything else should be crawling around that edge. And you want to just slowly edge up. Slowly edge up. Now you can kill him. And have your range to get ready to kill all of these annoying Yetis. And that's it for the second room. Very, very short, very easy. You could clear out that room if you want. It doesn't give you that much XP, it doesn't give you that much gold, it doesn't really provide much of anything. And now, first one was right, left, right, second one is left, right, left, this one is right, left, right. So same thing again. As long as I don't bug into the wall. Jump, immune, immune. Wow. Okay. It's very annoying. As you can see, that mushroom is fucking being annoying. But yeah, you could get to the end and laugh at your teammates for not being able to make it up here. Because everything constantly summons until you kill this thing. Ha 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 ha, your party's dying. Break. No, I'm not telling you all to troll. I'm telling you to kill it as fast as possible so your party doesn't die, okay? Okay. Here's Yeti. I'm probably gonna die a couple of times showing you guys a lot of stuff. Okay, you see these frozen mushrooms? These frozen mushrooms around the room. You never want to be anywhere close to them. This is like a wrestler's ring, except a wrestler's ropes will bounce you back to the middle. These will keep pulling you back to the outside. As soon as you start to fight, all of these mushrooms will unfreeze, and if you go within any like 5-7 meters of them, they just start to pull you. They'll just keep pulling you, pulling you, pulling you, pulling you, pulling you. It's not fun. Okay. You guys will probably want to make sure you spec your downs and your stuns and your groggies. But you'll probably want to take off your grabs, okay? You don't want grabs, you don't want your cat mounts, you don't want KFM mounts, you don't want aerials. You don't want any of that junk. You just want CC and end. CC and end. Okay. attack pattern. 2 swing. Well, I think I pushed him. Rip me. First grab. They will vacuum and grab you. You want to immune the grab. But he puts on a fire debuff on you. Now watch. That is what you need to do. Down and just let it go, or a stun and just let it go. You don't want to grab. Okay, I'm just gonna show the attack pattern for now. 1 swing, then a butt slam, an uppercut that knocks you back. This stuns you. That downs you. It's a long animation, so you have a lot of time to do any CCs. Uppercut knocks you back. Any jumps will down you. It stuns. And when he moves backwards, he's going to jump and down you. The tank will want to keep up with him. When he goes far, you want to follow up, but then he's going to do an uppercut. So you want to be a blocking class. A blocking class is pretty good for this fight. It's a tank. You can grab him during the butt slam for your party to DPS, and that's completely fine. Now, you need to use a QE immunity or anything to avoid getting grabbed. Immune the grab, get out of that way, and you should be CCing. But if you grab him, oh, you think it's fine, your party's gonna do DPS. Well, you just froze the party. And that would kill you. That did 30k to me. With all my gear. That would kill you. That is something you don't want to do. You don't want to aerial, you don't want to do grabs, you don't want to do anything after your CC. I'm gonna die. No, 70k, you still die. 70k, you still gonna die. You know how much defense I have? I have 3500 defense, 40%. And I am hump 116. And this is 6-man with party grace protection. Your damage is reduced. 70k, you will die. It killed anybody up to 90k, 100k when this came out. So I'm gonna die. Because I need to explain the fire buff. Oh, and hearts, Hearts, if you die through frozen, it doesn't help you, I believe. If I remember correctly, this does not save you from the freezing wipe. Alright, so I'm going to show the fire pump. Okay. There's two methods to doing this fight for a party. You can have your tank get grabbed and get heat buff. If you get the heat buff, stay lie down, everybody should go up to you, next to you, and if they go next to you, they all get the heat buff, they will not get frozen and you are fine to grab and do damage. That is one way to do this. And then you get heat buff again. Heat buff gives you more AP. This heat buff will give you more AP, more attack, the more stacks you have. So it goes up to 5 stacks max. I'm gonna do the second method without getting grabbed, without the heat. Without the heat, you want to CC right away and just let it go and immune the down and be right where he stops, right where he stands, and everyone will get unfrozen. That's two methods. These are the only two methods possible to beat this boss. And he does it once, twice, 2 times grabbing. Third time, he does not grab. He goes straight into jumps. There's no heat available. So you have to CC without grabbing. Preferably use a stun. I'm showing you with a down. A down is still enough time. And now the fourth, after he jumps to the middle, fourth time, this time he will call down. He'll call down 9 ice fire, or he'll just freeze you once, and then do explosion. If you get hit by the freeze, it's the same thing as getting frozen. That's the fourth time. Then he goes to the middle and he calls down icicles. Each icicle means he's going to clap the ground to freeze the party once. So he has, how many does he have? 6? He has 6. You have to immune each one. 2, 3. Oh, I messed up. So I will get 4 stacks of frozen. This will probably kill me. Look how much gear I have, look how much defense I have. It got me down. That's 80k damage, or 70k damage. No, you will not survive. So if you step in it, you take away the same number of charges that he's going to pound the ground to freeze. So each person can walk in the middle of 2 and take 2 away. And all this while, you do want a DPS, and you see these mushrooms are alive. And they're annoying. Now, he has 4. 1 immune, 2 immune, 3 immune, 4 immune. Then he stops, and he's going to do his pound. This phase repeats completely, over and over and over again. Now if you're ranged and you don't know what you're doing, and you get pulled by one of these, you can kill it. You get a fire orb, and you can throw it. You can throw it on the... You can throw it on the ice flower charges and get rid of them. But you actually have to hit the icicle part. You actually have to hit the icicle. Oh, you got 4 again. See, the first one, if you get hit with the first one, you get 3 stacks. This is 6 stacks. I'm probably gonna die, I think. Oh, nope, close. That was 100k damage with 40% reduction in defense. So he still does his whole rotation. There's no change to his rotation throughout this whole thing. So these ice flowers are something you have to dodge. Because if you have too many people eating this, you have 0 DPS. If you have too little, then you actually have to immune so many. Now this is what happens when he gets angry and he enrages. Everyone gets pulled in, frozen, 8 stacks. Bam! And you're dead. You're dead. Nothing you can do. Yeti's mad. Don't make Yeti angry. Okay, and here we go again. Quality of life for increase for dungeons. This will put you all the way to the end, right where Yeti is. The old times, you had to run this giant fucking circle around. Now we can just press F. Again, this is on KR server. Nobody is certain that we're going to get any of these quality of life changes to NAEU. No guarantee at all. So, now I will show you how parties are supposed to kill it. Because you're not supposed to get heat grab. You're not supposed to get heat grab. It is a DPS loss. Tank is not supposed to get... The tank is not supposed to get heat grab. Oh my god, this SS. I'm bad. I pushed him to third phase. So we'll leave that be. Alright, this is the pound one. This will be fun. I'm gonna take 2 away. You can take 2 away and still be out in time to start to use your immunes. Wow. Let's see if I die. How many will I take to die? 8 stacks? Will I die 8 stacks? Nope. I didn't die 8 stacks. Kappa. I'm overgeared. Hi guys. Burp. I will die now. Okay, so 9 stacks, 10 stacks. There you go. Okay, so now discuss what immunities work. Okay, I'll discuss what immunities work. Not all immunities work. Okay, not all immunities work for the ice. First, most safest method is to have your, I think summoners can have their cat in queue, survive the 6 hits in the beginning. Then you tell your cat to pop the bubble. The bubble will prevent Yeti from continuously freezing you enough so that if the summoner actually gets out of the frozen without being slammed, and the summoner can then use party dandelion right before the Yeti slams to save everybody. That's 1. 2, this is probably the easiest one. An FM can self-freeze, meaning go into ice stance and tap, self-freeze all 9 stacks, or all 9 attacks, all 8 attacks, 7 attacks, whatever it is that's left over. If you go over the time, then you're gonna have to QE 1 or 2 hits, and right before the slam goes, or right before the last freezing aura goes out, the last freezing pound, the FM can use Ice Flower to freeze the party, make them immune to that last frozen or the ground pound, and everybody lives. So summoners can work, FMs can work. Third one, LBMs if you're really, really good. You got Q, you got E, you got SS, you got X, you got V times 3 that can save you from 2 pounds if you time it well enough. Then you spec your party Z for 5 hits. If you do it right, you can save your party from being frozen from the last 2 pounds, because it's 5 seconds. From the last 2 to 3 pounds, everybody will defrost and take 0 damage from the pound, from the actual ground slam. Okay. BMs without the book cannot save anybody. You need your barrier book to save people. So BMs can save themselves. Q, E, SS, E, 4E, Q, E. You got plenty of immunes as a BM. You can save yourself. A KFM can only save themselves too. They have no party immunities, there are no party buffs, no nothing to save the party with. So you got Q, E, was it the martial kick C? You got Z as an immunity, and you got self-freeze, Ice Flower. If you are so scared that your party is gonna wipe, and you get Ice Flower instead, that also works for KFM. What, Sins? Sins, you got Q, you got E, you got SS, you got C, you got, if you don't take Tiger Buff, you got Immunity Flower. And that's about it. You're gonna die if it's over 5 immunities, 5 slams. Warlocks will have to be very, very lucky. If your tank actually knows to go behind the boss, then roots can save you too. But a Warlock only has 1 F. Z will save you from 2 hits, maybe 3 if you time it very, very precisely, and an SS. Now how a Warlock is supposed to do it is solo. You're supposed to SS behind the Yeti so that he loses line of sight, so he doesn't pound for a good 4 seconds. And then you use a root again and again till your SS is back, till your 1F is back. Yeah, Warlocks are screwed too. Warlocks are screwed. Sins are screwed. Warlocks are screwed, Sins are screwed. What else? Am I missing a class? Oh, Destroyers actually have enough iframes to do 9. You do have enough iframes to do 9 as a Destroyer. That's if you could perfectly time all the immunities. And you give up your 1 stun for one immunity. Yeah, Warlocks can also CD reset if you. Yeah, Warlocks can also do spiritualize and reset everyone's skills. Yes, that's correct. But that's very hard to time in the whole in the middle, because you're gonna have to spiritualize in the middle of him doing all those pounds. It's really, really hard. Oh yeah, nice pose. And if you notice, you cannot block any of those AoEs that Yeti does. Yeti's AoEs are not blockable. Wow, really? SS don't work. Yeah, I'm too overgeared. Yeah, that actually would kill me. I am too overgeared. It like barely killed me. Attack damage. It barely killed me. Like 1k over. That was 10 stacks. You always want to end up exactly where he's standing, just to be safe. So you can step in them, you can go kill the mushrooms for the thing. I'll rip that SS. And that's really it for Yeti. I look a 1 and a 3. Yeah, whatever. And 10 gold. I got 10 gold. I said that tank shouldn't take the heat stacks from the grab. Like, the tank should not be getting grabbed because you have to get used to playing without the heat. And it is also DPS loss. You're forcing all the members to SS onto you to grab heat to get defrosted. And then you're delaying him from giving heat buff to everybody else. So it's not really a DPS increase or anything. It's just a longer time. You're taking up time that could probably mean enrage. That's the important part. Enrage on this boss is very, very tight. If your party keeps dying, if your party keeps getting frozen, if your party decides to take all 8 ice flowers. So it's a big deal. Shouldn't get grabbed. I mean, if you get grabbed the first 2 times, it's fine, because your party doesn't have to deal with the being frozen then. But what happens when you come to the 3rd time? People actually need to know to CC and not grab. Now, if you're telling them to grab in the first 2 phases, they're gonna randomly forget and grab on the 3rd phase, and there goes your attempt. You just die. Literally, there goes your attempt and you die. You can't depend on people actually knowing what they're doing.